Them flare pop so crisp, yeah, they make you care about the science in the bubbles, man. It's rare, so rare. Spinning facts like a DJ on the decks. Flavor profiles coming straight from the text. Sip, sip, analyze what's next. Break it all down with respect, no flex.
High Top Sports Beer Review.
Pour it up
for the brew.
Sip it slow, what it do?
Dope, dope, dope.
Professor's got the brew. High
Top Sports Beer Review.
Take a taste, break it through. Bitter, sweet, light, or true. Professor knows the brew.
I'm a little scared of this one. We got down east from New England. This is the unfiltered peach mango cider. I don't even know where it came from. It was just in my pantry. I don't remember buying it, but I bought it, I guess. So this is a cider. This isn't a beer, but it's kind of that cider season. Go ahead, take one swig, see what we think. There's stuff floating in it. I'm a little concerned. It's okay. It's like a 6-1. 6-1. Yeah, definitely peach mango with some, as you can see, there's like stuff floating in it.
That's protein. That's protein. You're good.
Pulp, I guess.
You're good.
I don't know. I'm not impressed. 6.7.
A little bit of a fall off from yesterday. Boys and girls, good morning, good evening. If you have no clue what's going on, welcome. Okay, that's I don't either. That's what we do here. We do little beer reviews. Cody, he claims he works nights. It's still, the verdict's still out. We don't know. I think he just tells us that so he can drink early in the morning. And honestly, we support that here at High Top Sports. Anywho, this show is a special one because it's a call-in show. All right, we do got basketball tonight. Let's go, baby. Boys are back. This is a call-in show. So the only way this show works is if you, the people, call in and give us your thoughts and opinions. I've invited Ole Miss fans. Apparently, they're upset with us, mad at us. I don't know. I don't feel like we're that bad, but now is their opportunities to get up on here and tell us what they think, what they disagree with. I want your thoughts. I want your thoughts, maybe whether it's college football playoffs, whether it's the rankings, whether it's the Lane Kiffin drama, which will be a continuous thing until he signs, and then we'll move our attention elsewhere if he does. And also you can talk about this Kentucky game. What are your thoughts, concerns headed into this weekend? Link is in the chat. Give us a call. Give us a ring. I saw a little clip from old Josh Pate dropping a bomb, and we talked about it. Look, to be fair, I mean, I gotta give credit to our panel. They dropped the Lincoln Riley nugget like 2 weeks ago. We just don't always have the same type of following, but we dropped that nugget. Well, not we and me. I'm not associated. I was just on the panel when it happened about Lincoln, not being happy or content at USC, and that's what Josh said. Josh said just keep an eye out for Lincoln Riley at USC. Which what else would that mean, right? Lance Eggy, my man, talk to us. Good morning. What do you want to talk about, baby?
What up, boys?
What up?
Yeah. I know Cody don't like him, but man, I just gotta say it's Lane or Jetfish, man. I mean, come on, Cody. Like, if you watch the tape, you watch the QB play, even if DJ Lagway, let's say, I love DJ Lagway, but we know he's got some problems going on. He, whatever, but he can bring in that
Lance.
QB.
Reel him in.
I'm just saying. But I love what you boys do. I got some work I gotta go do. I just want to throw that out there. That's all I got.
All right, appreciate you. I can warm up. I can warm up to a little fishing season.
All right, baby. Come on now. All right, boys. Y'all be safe.
Be good, Lance.
Be good.
Dreadheaded David 4207 just became a member. My man, Dreadheaded David. What a great name. Welcome. Again, call in. Sean, I'm here in Birmingham, Alabama, and the Mac and Cube show here is based here in Cube. Look, had a reporter from LSU on the show, and it's a mess down there. Don't tell me it's toxic down there at LSU. There's no way.
The
an
floaties
Ole
are
Miss
normal.
fan, an Ole Miss fan commented on one of my posts, and he said that it was cringy that I had a lane train whistle and that I had a shirt made. What do you guys think? They ain't got a clue, do they? They ain't got a clue. Like they try to say that, hey, like we're a better fan base, and then they're gonna criticize me for having a lane train. It's like you don't have one yet.
Yeah, they're like
why the guy that doesn't have the coach is more supportive than you? You know, I just got questions.
They were like saying how like we have like terrible content creation and da. I'm like, bro, have you seen the Lockdown Old Miss guy? Dude's a goober.
Have you not seen the beer cam?
Like,
what are we talking about?
What are we talking about? No, this is supposed to have floaters in it. I read the can. It's unfiltered, so there might be a little pulp in there. So we're okay. I didn't just drink a biohazard.
All right. Boys and girls, call in. Link is in the description. Cody, will you drop it again when I bring Nick Seriano in here?
Boys, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
We can.
My
loud and
goodness.
proud.
Hey, guys, I just want to say first and foremost, I love the show. I've been trying to call in for a long time. I'm sure you guys have seen my name in the comments a lot, but I've been a long-time listener, long-time follower. Really just wanted to call in and talk about the basketball team a little bit, get your guys' thoughts
Okay.
if that's okay. Also had a question pertaining to Lane as well. But in terms of the basketball team, I mean, I've been a basketball player my whole life, definitely know a lot of ball. And just going off that first game, I mean, our guard play, I think it can be good on the offensive side, Boogie and Xavier, but they look really small out there. I think we're going to need some more perimeter defenders to be able to stack up, especially when we get into league play. Some of the bigger guys coming off the bench like Ingram, I think. A.J. Brown will have to be a factor. So kind of just want to get your guys' thoughts on that, and also ask if you guys think that Lane is a real possibility to UF and kind of what that timeline you guys think is, if it will be Lane.
Let's do the basketball first.
Yeah, great call. I kind of gave my thoughts on the show yesterday. Look, I'm not concerned yet. I think people are worried about the size. I think Arizona might be a little bit bigger as well too, because Lee and Boogie, they're like 6'3". It's like they're just tiny.
Yeah, they're tall.
That Arizona team was big though.
Yeah, they were just all really big. Look, physical wise, kind of like compared to like an Elijah, because Walter's smaller than those guys. He's like 5'6'1".
Yeah, but Walter was a football player, so he's got that body on him.
Sure. Yes, agree. Two different 6'2", 6'3", 100%. Elijah Martin was a linebacker. I totally agree with you. He was our Andre Iguodala, if you will. But look, I think that we saw how good this team could be earlier on in the game. I think it's going to be a little bit different of a pulse. Now, if we go up against a team like Houston, right, who's very physical, and we played a lot of physical teams last year, we're going to have to get some more physicality.
I agree. I think that's where Ingram can be a factor.
I ask you, UConn too. I ask you this, obviously, with you playing a lot of basketball, do you feel like last night was, or not last night? I get my nights.
Easy, the floaters are getting them.
Floaters are floating.
Do you feel like that game was just a bad shooting night for the guards, or do you feel like it's going to take some time to get some rhythm going between them?
Yeah,
because I saw a lot of passing. Oh,
he was done talking to you.
Call back.
I'm not concerned about it at all, to be honest with you. Not yet, anyways. If we see the same tendencies, I think it'll become an issue. His question of Lane, do I think he's coming? I mean, look, you know, it's hard not to feel like he's not right now.
Also, how many teams are going to have a guy like Coy that puts up? I mean, I don't even know how many points that cat put up. Like all of them.
That's going to happen. You're going to have and that's basketball. You have a night where a guy just pops off and just finds it, but you got to be able to contain that. You're a defending national champion, and you know that's going to happen from time to time. But he goes, he doesn't know what happened. No big deal, Nick. Appreciate the call, man. As for the Lane, like again, like genuinely, right now, if I feel confident, I feel comfortable. I'm also not going to lose any sleep over it. You know what I mean? That's not like it's so early on. Like, but the people that I've talked to and who like feel close to it, who are in our Discord, I mean, again, they've been close to these things when it comes to recruiting and other stuff, and they've been, I would say, about 75%. And I'm not saying that they're like their 75% is bad. It's just sometimes things move, right? It's fluid. So I feel like this situation is as fluid, if not more fluid, than any other situation they've ever been involved in. And maybe it's not. I also truly believe that with the little that we are hearing, there seems to be less and less conversations than ever before, which is like good and bad, I guess. So I don't know.
I feel like it's a 50-50 coin flip every day that we wake up and there's not an extension signed. I feel like until that extension signed from Ole Miss, like it's day by day. It's 50-50. I don't know. He might be coming, he might not. I do feel that Florida, I have some I don't want to get roasted for this. I feel like Scott Strickland knows that he has to get this hire right. And I feel like he probably has a decent plan B. I figure he's probably all in on plan A, but I don't see him as the type to not have a plan B, if that makes sense.
I think that again, I think they're fully prepared for whatever. I don't think they're all in for sure. I think that's why you're hearing these other names. I don't think that it's a complete.
You don't think Lane is 1A, like the guy? Like that's the guy you want?
No, I think he is. I think he is a 1A and 1B at the moment.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like Lane is 1A, 1B, but I don't feel like they're gonna have like they're not. Lane says no at the last second because he gets feelings or whatever, and they're like, oh, I don't know what we're gonna do now.
Yeah, I think they have a really good pivot plan. Agreed. They have to.
Yeah.
Guys, call in. Link is in the chat. Give us your thoughts and opinions. Sam Adams, $10, was listening to the SEC podcast. He mentioned Lane to Florida is almost a lock, and even said Lane spoke with some of the UF players about staying. How much do you believe of that? Again, it's tough right now. Because everyone, you don't know who wants to kind of flex like they know stuff. I mean, what does the SEC podcast have to lose? I mean, nothing to get. That's cousin Shane, right? Another guy.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say they're pretty well connected. They're not really ones that kind of just fluff stuff out there. But in this, and how I look at this world and this atmosphere, you really can't be wrong. Like, you can have a take and not really be dragged for it because it is so fluid. So my point to that is that, like, I'm not going to claim Shea Matthews and say they're driving clicks. I don't think that's the case at all. I do believe they feel that way and they've heard that. And I've heard these same things. I've heard the same confidence. But then I've heard from somebody else. It's like, yeah, I don't think he's coming at all. Like, from the clouds. So
I feel like there's only two people that know.
Juice and Lane?
Juice and Lane. No, I think it's probably Lane Kiffin and maybe Scott Strickland, and that's it.
You don't think Sexton knows his agent?
Well, yeah, his agent. Yeah, for sure. So three people.
Oh, man. SEC Jimbo, what's up, Bubby? I was just thinking about, I was like, man, I haven't seen Jimbo in the chat. Hopefully he's all good. I was thinking about it because I sold my truck, and I remember how much you love my truck, so I wanted to tell you I sold it. I traded it in, big guy.
You upgraded.
So, yeah, I know, but he loved my truck, so I just wanted to I felt like I owed it to him. He was a big fan of it. He's got a nice truck too, though. Matthew Horn, baby, talk to me. Call in, boys and girls. Link is in the chat. Come on, I want to hear from you. Oh, Miss fans, please call in. Matty Matt.
What's happening, fellas?
What happening?
Another day, another dollar.
Another day, another dollar. Talk to us, big guy. How you feeling?
I feel good. I think we get Lane.
Okay.
I think we secure Lane. You got to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
The first love was met in the swamp. They're now posting Halloween pictures together. Stuff's adding up. The vibes are starting to roll. They're getting that sentimental, like, ooh, that first love spark again. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. I hear you.
I'm
that's
divorced,
a big.
So no, I don't. But I could imagine it.
Lane on the way.
Lane on the way.
Lane on the way.
Shell? I mean,
the tea leaves seem to be there. No question.
I mean, all I'm gonna say, you bring Lane, you find us in the playoff next year.
That early? How quickly do you think he gets here?
That's what I'm a little worried about. Give me 1 sec. I honestly think, depending on who their matchup is, first playoff week, I mean, with all the noise that'll be happening by then, especially if he hasn't signed an extension, I think they're going to get the boot. And, I think the train's on the way to Gainesville.
Well, they had Virginia as their potential first week matchup.
Yeah, you know how things can change.
Yeah,
they still got to deal with us. So who knows if they'll even make it in there.
It's crazy to think, like, again, if they lose to us, they're more than likely out of it. I mean, you see.
And then I think they got to go. Do they have to go to Mississippi State?
Yep.
Yeah, the Cowbells are going to be up his rear.
Should we send Mississippi State like a batch of cowbells?
I think we should all just go to Mississippi State for that game. Big Gator swarm.
Help them pack it out.
Do what we need to do and just cowbell the mess out of the thing the whole time from when he walks to the field to when he exits the field. It's just orange and blue cowbells.
I love it.
But that's it. Y'all keep
Matt,
chugging.
I appreciate you calling in, man.
Yes, sir. Y'all keep doing the dance. Lane Train. Let's go.
I'll definitely keep chugging these beers.
Hey, keep chugging, my guy. I love the beer. Love the beer skits. See you, boys.
See you, man. We just had Aaron and James in here. I don't know if they got dropped, but boys and girls, call back in. Call back in. Truth to the scripture. New member. Welcome, man. There is truth to the scripture. Lane to Gainesville is written in red. Muddy Waters, calling big guy. Let's rock and roll. Let's have ourselves a little beautiful morning show here with the boys rock and rolling. They're saying the Locked On Ole Miss guy's talking a lot of smack about Florida. What's he saying? I mean, rightfully so. I mean, I feel like we've all done that. So yeah, no decommitments is very it's interesting, Nick. It's very, very interesting. I have, again, I've told you my theory on it. I think there is the rule put in place has changed or affected that. I could be wrong, but I think that it has. Aaron, you're call number 97. Welcome.
Are you there? You might have muted yourself, bub.
Aaron, call back in. Muddy, what's up, buddy?
What's up, man? Oh, nothing. I'm waiting for December, man. I'm ready for the hire.
Oh, you're pretty patient. So Muddy's usually pretty, I would say, on the pessimistic side. Would you agree, Muddy? A little more reserved.
Yeah, a little more, but
you feel confident.
I feel confident in Kiffin. Every day he doesn't take a contract extension, I think there's a chance. But I mean, you look around because I think, what is it, 3 head coaches have already signed contract extensions, and he hasn't. He just keeps blowing off the smoke, saying, "Hey, wait till the end of the year," which is basically coach talk for keeping my options open.
It's interesting too with the portal because there will be a handful of teams that the portal is still open for.
Yeah, well, I think Kiffin, he has that respect where enough players at the end, they'll wait to see what he's doing. That's why I think right now you haven't really seen any decommitments from our class, because I think they even know, like, man, I think they're going to get Kiffin. If they get Kiffin, I'm staying because he's that legit of a coach.
We could see an epic flip on the second national signing day of some recruits. Well, because
I think too, like, what is it? 4 jobs right now in the SEC are already open. I think there'll be more because, like, if Drink leaves Missouri, that's another job open.
Yep.
If Clark Lee leaves Vanderbilt, all these other random jobs, half the SEC are going to be in the portal or be thinking about the portal around the exact same time.
Yep.
And I think if you give Kiffin half the SEC rosters, he can pick and choose. Okay, well, I can build this around my system, and I think he can get whoever he wants. So I think Florida will be patient to let him do whatever he wants.
Well, and this team's just a couple pieces away too. He's gonna grab kids from Ole Miss. He's probably gonna get some wide receivers from Auburn. I would hope so. LSU's gonna have a ton of talent. Arkansas. I mean, I know Arkansas's a little bit of a. Yeah, they got pieces there. All these SEC teams have pieces, like you said. Mizzou, if Drink moves around, that's going to open up some more portals. So,
well, they're thinking Drink might go to another SEC team, but either way, I mean, and I've kind of said this as like, what's kind of interesting is that we're kind of worried about the signing day and the portal, but there's going to be its own set of portal because of how much movement there is. Like, in a weird way, when we've talked and you said this, Cody, of like, if I'm Kentucky or if I'm so-and-so, I wait till next year because of all the drama. But in the same breath, you kind of see how hard it's going to be with hiring a new coach. Like, you're going to put yourself into a blender. So either way, you're going to have something to fight over. I've said this entire time. But with it being as wild as it is, you kind of have a little bit of flexibility because everyone's going to be on the same schedule as you. There's more than normal going to be on the same schedule, meaning you're going to have your basically a made up portal window, right?
Yep.
Like a
SEC
loophole
portal window.
Yeah, exactly. Where
Well,
next year
in
you're
Penn
not going to
State.
have that. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because everything's going to be new again. Everything's going to go back to like half of it's going to reset, and everyone gets another 3 years or so. I said at the beginning of the year, the one take that I had right. I've said a lot of bad takes. I said we're at a year where it's basically put up or shut up because you had all these coaches going into year 4 and 5 that were basically like, hey, you got to do your job. He was going into year 3, but ultimately like, hey, we've got to see some growth or you're gone. And Brent was on that list at the beginning. He's flirting with it for damn sure. I thought Beamer's on. I have no clue how that guy is.
He's Napier
still
2.0. He's fighting for his life, like
fighting for
Napier
his
was
life
last
right now.
year.
Well,
Kentucky. Go ahead.
I was gonna say these next 3-4 weeks, dude, it's gonna be so telling because, like, say for example, if Arizona State, Georgia Tech, all of these random teams where everyone keeps thinking these are the top coaching candidates, what if they all fall off? And it's like, I think it's gonna be a really easy decision at the end of the year. And I don't know, I'm ready for the chaos though, because like even like we're all talking about Florida, Ole Miss, no one's even talking about Penn State.
Yeah.
It's like Matt Rule just signed. It's like, well, who the heck are they going to get? Are they going to get Urban Meyer? You're going to go offer the farm to Nick Saban? Like, it's just crazy right now. And again, like, I can't remember where half the top conference in the country is available.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see this thing how this year is shaken up. I mean, it's going to be a blast to watch. It's going to be wild headed into next year, just watching this thing unfold. And
I don't necessarily think a whole bunch of coordinators are getting jobs either. I think it's going to be a heavy head coach movement year.
Yeah,
I think you might see one or two. I think you might see one NFL. Give me one NFL coordinator and give me 2 coordinators in college football are probably going to get jobs.
We'll get a head coaching job.
We'll get a head coaching job.
How many G5 head coaching jobs? We'll get promoted.
Yeah, I think. Well,
how many?
It's like a written like Tulane's head coach. He's gonna leave. I see him bouncing.
Yeah.
And then I think the biggest one, I don't know if Golish, he might leave. I know he's got 2 losses right now. He got upset by Memphis, but besides that, I really don't see many small. Maybe Dan Mullen. I don't really see a lot of small programs head coaches taking jobs.
And what's interesting too, like Florida, LSU, and Auburn are all in a very similar position where they've spent a lot of money and haven't had success and are at that like, you got to make the hire now or the program's done forever. Like that's the narrative surrounding all those programs. So they're all gonna lay it like. And there's a weird part, like my clip of me saying like if Lane didn't want to come here, which I mean I still stay by what I said. I think it was taken a little bit out of context what's going around on the internet right now. Where I was like, if he doesn't come here, we didn't want him anyways. And I stay like my point to that. It wasn't me being facetious, but it's like we all like that's my thought. My take on that is with the understanding that the Florida job is a higher stress, higher situation job. So if you don't want to go do that, then we don't want you here anyways. Like that's, I mean, I don't have to explain myself. I know what I meant by it. But that's what you're going to.
I was going to say the funniest part is, so one of my younger brothers, 2 of them are UT fans. And they're my stepbrothers. They're born and raised in Knoxville. They keep telling me, like, dude, you guys are falling for the trolling trap, dude. Lane Kiffin is going to wait till after he beats Florida. And then he's going to announce his contract extension just to rub it in their faces. So
I saw someone tweet that, and I was like, that would be incredible.
That'd be the ultimate troll job of all time.
I would tip my hat. I mean, how could you not? Like, look, you gotta game respect game. You got me alone for 3 weeks and do that. I mean,
I'm not to the point where I think that Lane Kiffin's the only coach in college football that can win a national championship at Florida.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this because I don't know if you got any other callers. I don't want to take up all your time, but I was going to tell you this. What if Florida doesn't get Lane Kiffin, does that put the next head coach on the hot seat already? Because it seems like the entire fan base just wants Kiffin. If they don't get him, everyone's going to be pissed. And if you get like a Drinkwitz and all of a sudden he's going 7-5, 8-4, or get some other random coach and they're doing the exact same thing, it just feels like they're dead men walking.
Yeah, I mean the leash would be short. The leash would be short. That was something I was getting to, and I kind of lost my train of thought of. If we don't get Lane as well, I do believe the next guy you get, you're not also gonna, blow your load on from a financial standpoint. But yeah, the noise surrounding it is going to be tough. I think that it would quiet down. I think that the support would tune in. Florida fans, I think we do a good job of like we'll throw a fit and like pout and take our ball and go home, but we come back the next day and like okay, we're ready to play.
Well, if it doesn't work out year one, it'll be awkward because basically Strickland's job is on the line right now, and if it doesn't work out year one, the fans are going to call for him to be fired. They're going to fire him. Well, then all of a sudden the head coach has a new boss who didn't hire him, and it's kind of like, well, you got year two to prove yourself, year three, and then you're gone.
Yeah, the leash becomes much shorter if the guy who hired you is no longer there either. That's a great point. Yeah. Again, I said that's why it's like it's got to be Lane because even like no matter who, if you don't go get Lane, you're going to be in a sticky situation in some fashion. You're either going to be in a sticky situation headed into that year one where the expectations are going to be like you said, kind of like that, or you miss out on portal and some recruiting class to get Lane, and that's the sticky part that you get through, but you're able to bust through. There is a weird feeling like it's like, hey, why is he waiting to sign? It would be for that. To beat Florida and then sign it, just to be like, aha, like that scares the living shit out of me. So what if he doesn't sign to that game, then I'll be back. But now I'm nervous. Now that you think about it, we keep going. What hasn't he signed yet? That could be it. That could be it.
I would
Thanks,
die
buddy.
if that would happen.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks.
We were having a good show. Appreciate you. We're gonna let you go now.
Yes.
Thanks for ruining my morning.
You're welcome.
904
I need
the
to
shrimp.
I need to feel better again.
Can I go pour another beer? Is that okay?
Yeah, James, what's up, man? Talk to us.
Hi, how are you guys doing today? I just wanted to say, like, the last Gators game I went to was the Mississippi State game. Like, I do want to say this, like, we've been having struggles with the coaching and all that, but like, I've played football, all that stuff, like, as someone that's like been in the game and watched it and stuff, it's like we were all talking crap about Billy. Don't get me wrong, he needed to go. But it's like, if you notice, we're still, some of the play calls were still really iffy at the end of that Mississippi State game. So, like, some of the play calling does need to change, even if we do get a new head coach, because even then, I think, like, we need to not keep, like, believing that it should only be the head coach, And also, on top of that, I feel like Lagway, like, with the NIL and all this stuff like that, I feel like all the players kind of seem like, okay, well, everyone's talking crap, like, well, we're still going to get paid. Like, I remember the last time Florida had success was when we had Kyle Trask and we had, like, Emory Jones and stuff like that. Remember, that's the only thing that I did like about Dan Mullen is if he knew that the quarterback wasn't doing good, he was going to challenge that quarterback. He told Kyle Trask, he's like, I'm going to put Emory Jones in if you don't start playing better. And he ended up playing better. But I still think I still think that maybe they should try and challenge Lagway a little bit more because I feel like he at the beginning I'm like, okay, maybe it's just been nerves and stuff like that. But I mean, there's blatant like wide receivers wide open and stuff like that. Like, and he's just not even looking in the areas. Maybe I don't know if he's skittish or whatever, but I feel like a challenge to his authority as starting QB would definitely help him play better as well, because on not just the coach needs to perform, like the players need to perform, and also like the fans need to perform, because when I was there as well, like we were doing really good. The defense had just gotten like freaking 2 back-to-back like sacks. Like we were doing super good, and I'm like, for some reason we were dead quiet. Like most of the fans were dead quiet. I'm like, okay, what's going on? Like, we were just cheering like a few seconds ago for the defense, and they're still doing good, and then the offense comes on and we're being quiet. Like, another fan told me that. He's like, I know, like, we talk all this crap about the coaches and all that stuff, but we also as fans got to do our part and cheer, because the second we started cheering and getting loud, Mississippi State started making mistakes. Like, we do as fans have like power in this. I mean,
No
I don't know
question.
what you guys think about it. You know?
Yeah, you went over a couple things. So the Mississippi State game, I don't know where you're going with that, but Napier was still in charge. So I don't know.
That's what I'm saying though. I'm saying like during that game though, there were certain things that like you could pick from it. Like a lot of the play calls were stupid with Billy, but it's like, you know, a buddy of mine made an interesting point. If the play calls were bad with Billy, why the heck were there bad play calls when he was gone as well?
You mean
So
the
that
Georgia
does
game? Are you referring to the
no,
Georgia
the
game? Because
Mississippi State game. No, the Mississippi State. We still won.
but Billy was at the Mississippi State game. He was still the head coach.
That's what I'm saying though. When we played the last game, like the play calls were still like Billy was out there. Like I saw it in some of the comments. People were like,
You mean the Georgia game, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
It's still. They're not going to revamp the whole playbook. I think the play calling was definitely better than a regular Billy Napier play call.
Yeah, I don't think it was.
It
It definitely was better. Because honestly, you saw Lagway was a lot more like the players seemed a lot more free. But it was also to me like as a Florida fan for like being a Gator for so long, like you realize like that one of the reasons why you want to be a Florida fan is because like we have that don't give up mentality. That's one of our biggest things. When I went out there and I watched those players walk, you know, into that stadium, I mean, I know it's homecoming, they wear all black, but they're not touching fans' hands. They're all look depressed. Like, and this was when they were all talking about firing Billy. Like, we all know the players like Billy and stuff like that. But it's like I get the players are going through a lot, but we also have to, at the end of the day, understand they're people and they're also going through a lot as well. On top of having to get better for us. I mean, if we're a good fan base, we got to try and cheer a little bit better for them. I mean, if they're playing bad, then yes, hold them accountable to it. But at the same time, like I'm hearing people cheering DJ like people cheering bad about DJ, like DJ Lagway sucks, all sorts of stuff. I mean, the Billy chants it was just horrible. It felt off. And that's why I'm really hoping we do get Kiffin, because I mean he is a good fit, and also at the same time, where did we get Billy? From Louisville, from a lower level conference, right? I think it was Louisville, right? Wasn't it? It was like Louisville or
Louisiana?
Yeah, Louisiana. Sorry.
I like Louisville though. Louisville's cool too though. Great place.
Yeah. Anyways, though, look, we got him from a lower level fan base college. You know, I mean, we got him based off of his record. You know, and that at a lower level college. Now look at Kiffin's record. He's in a higher level college, but I mean, we have the better fan base, obviously. You know, but the same thing is I feel like maybe that might be the turning point we need. Is a coach that's at a higher level, you know, that his record is showing for it a little bit at least. But I also think that he is right about that as well. Like, we do need to, I don't think we're going to focus as much as, like, getting coordinated and stuff like that. And on top of, like, what you were saying, I feel like we don't need to, like we should focus on Lane, but we should also be prepared to support whatever, like, head coach that does come in.
Well, James, I appreciate you both. Thank you for calling, man. Be good and go Gators. But yeah, look, I think the Ole Miss, we kind of got off track. I was trying to answer the points from earlier, but yeah, good stuff, man. Sean Smith, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, boys? Good to be here in the morning with you guys. Got an off day, so able to call in, so it's nice. Yeah, I had a few different things I was thinking of. So one, I just want to, maybe you guys already talked about this a little bit, but you know, what do we feel in terms of possibly seeing Trammell come in, you know, compared to just what we've been seeing so far from DJ? Because, I mean, part of me wants to give DJ more time because I still feel like DJ has a ton of talent. We see it. Obviously, we've seen it last year. And I'm just debating in my head, like, which who is the real DJ? Is DJ who we saw at the end of last year, or is it, are we looking at Anthony Richardson 2.0, where it's just like can't stay healthy, is all over the place, inconsistent, hits the wow plays, but then just cannot hit the, the consistent easy plays, the antithesis of Graham Mertz, so to speak. I'm trying to figure that out in my head and wanted to know what you guys think about that. And then also, to me, I just going to sound like a little, whatever, it might sound crazy, but I really think there's only one game left this year that's important. That's Ole Miss. If we beat Ole Miss,
no, we got to beat Florida State.
Hear me out. If we beat Ole Miss, we're getting Lane Kiffin. So if we want Lane Kiffin, if we beat Ole Miss, we are getting Lane Kiffin. I'm telling you right now. So and I agree. Trust me, I would rather beat Florida State's like Florida State, right? We got to beat Florida State. But I'm telling you right now, if we beat Ole Miss, we are going to get Lane Kiffin. So if you had that, whatever. In my head, that's how I feel about it, at least. I feel like if we beat Ole Miss, we're going to get Lane Kiffin. But nonetheless, that was kind of my few points I want to bring up. So I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
I just want to see the best 11 players. If it's Tramel Jones, if it's some kid we've never heard of at quarterback, I don't care. I just want the best 11 players out there. I'm not tied to the hip with Lagway. I think I would have to see him under a new regime with a proven quarterback developer like a Lane Kiffin or somebody like that to say if Lagway is a bust or not. I don't think it's fair to mark him as a bust. I think that if he goes and flourishes under Lane Kiffin or whoever we get, that's great. If he transfers out and he flourishes to a good quarterback coach, that's great. But with this regime, this past regime, I'm not willing to just say that he's a straight bust. Is the injury concerns very concerning? Yes, absolutely. Every time you get an injury, the NFL scouts are looking at that. And I think they've been burned over and over and over again. There's going to be one or two dumb ones. But I think they've been burned over and over and over again about these highly athletic, can throw a mile, basically linebackers at quarterbacks, aka AR-15. I think they've been burnt enough that he'll actually get a true evaluation, and he's probably not going to go very high if he keeps getting injured.
I think that it's way too early to panic and call things a bust. I mean, he hasn't looked great. I understand that. I think injury plays a lot of factors into it.
I just keep thinking back too to all the rumors over the offseason and all the lies that we were told, throughout that whole entire process. And we heard that DJ needed surgery at certain points. It's oh, well, he needs shoulder surgery. He needs to he might have to miss the whole entire season. Was that true? Is he playing with a bum shoulder right now? And is that leading into him? Is that why he's having to why is I just don't understand on that, the Sturdivant, underthrow, why is he jumping into the air to throw the ball? It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. That's to me, either he's just really, and I don't know, I'm not an expert. I'd have to go back and sit there and watch tape of him in high school and last year and all that kind of stuff. I don't have that knowledge, but to me it just seems that's something where he's playing injured and he's trying to compensate for something, and he's trying to make up for, or he's just got really bad coaching and bad form, and that's just something that's got to be coached out of him. So but I don't, and to me, also, whatever, Billy was not the right coach and yada, yada, yada. But he definitely helped Graham Mertz become a better quarterback. I think we could all agree with that. Graham Mertz was not a great quarterback.
No question.
Nobody wanted Graham Mertz. And when he came to Florida, he became a much better quarterback. Billy Napier is the reason that Graham Mertz, had any shot at being in the NFL. So there's got to be something else to the whole entire DJ Lagway story that we just don't know about. And that's why I'm just trying to rack my brain and figure out what it is. But I don't know.
Yeah, I think we're all in the same boat. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the offseason if he enters in for surgery or something like that. If he doesn't, I mean, I think we'll probably, in a weird way, get more to the story once it's all said and done. It'll be interesting to see if he does get surgery and has to sit all next year. It's like we kind of wasted 2 years for the saga. But Sean, I appreciate it. Good call, man. Thank you.
Yeah, take it easy, boys. Go get
it, man. Aaron, you gonna figure it out?
Yeah, bless you, man. Bless you.
Thank you.
The whole DJ thing, like I'm gonna do quick on him. I think DJ's good, and that guy that was talking about Graham Mertz. This is what makes me mad. Nobody was really complaining about DJ last year, but who was coaching?
Graham Mertz
and Billy. They was both helping DJ
and O'Hara. But yeah.
But and then another thing I wanted to say, I mean, I know I'm going to get roasted, pure roasted in the chat, and I'm glad I can't see it because I might hang up and just leave the daggone YouTube after this. Lane, I'm telling you, man, I know it's going to happen. I already know it. I'm looking at the money aspect of it, though. All right. Lane, yes, it will be nice. Why don't you? God, I'm going to get slammed. All right. Dan Mullen's only getting paid $3 million a year at UNLV, and they can't even afford his contract. It's proven. They said they can't even afford but his first 2 years. Give him 4, he'll come back, let him do the offense. Keep Billy. Hold on.
Damn, he's cooking.
Now, maybe keep Billy G. I mean, I'm looking at the money side of it now. Offer him that little bit of money because you know what Dan Mullen did with offense. And what could he do with this? I see it. and what could he do with this team we got now? Everybody knows he will be killing with this team that we got right now. Then this is where the saving the money comes in. Get 2 for 1. Get him and then get Coach O for the defense.
Let me ask you this. Would you take your ex-wife back if she cheated on you and left you in serious debt and nothing left in your house?
I mean, depends on if what's between the stuff that good or not.
It's high-flying offense, but when it's bad, bud. She left you in giant debt. You're still paying her.
She's doing
that thing.
Cody.
Trust me, I know. I'm all about it, okay? But she left you.
Well, we know you like them crazy ones too now.
I know it. Listen, I'm all about it. But she left you in an enormous amount of debt. She left you with an empty house.
Yeah, but she left you with a rock that was never hard as she was.
I hear you. But hold on. But you know it's just gonna happen again. Listen,
but then guess what? You just
like Aaron the prop for 2 peas in a pod, and both y'all like.
Hey, that's when you just get down there and dust your feet off and keep going.
You know the roster's going to be bad in 3 years.
Yeah, but we all have had a messed up roster, didn't we?
Well, I think
Aaron, I wouldn't go back and read the comments,
Mullen, I guess.
Hey,
no, I knew I was gonna get smoked about it, but
yeah, she got that.
I appreciate the balls to do it. I mean, someone's got to say what they're feeling. You know what I mean?
But I just feel like if you're gonna spend 13, 14, whatever his Lane's money would be, couldn't you get 2 or 3 great people for that amount to do more than one person? And that's the way I'm looking at it.
So here's the thing. I see these comments all the time. Like it's like we're building a fantasy football roster with head coaches. Like that idea of like, hey, we can just go out there and go get Ed Orgeron for this job, Lincoln Rod and Dan Mullen for this job, and just go find a placeholder. That it doesn't work that way because the head coach has to make those decisions. It's not like we can go decide who we like. We're not building a roster on college football, the football game. Like the head coach picks their guy. Even if you gave him the money to go hire those guys, would you go hire an Ed Orgeron or Dan Mullen to be your coordinators who both have egos as head coaches? Could you like truly walk around? Like, I don't know, because I don't know if they would take a step back. Would Dan Mullen be okay with someone else being his boss? Probably not. Ed could probably do it because he's been out of the game for a bit. But those are things that people don't think of. It's just like they just see like, hey, they were really good at this. Let's just place him here. There's part of it where there has to be some chemistry similar to the football team. You just can't plug and chug.
I just say we save a little bit of all this headache with Lane. I mean, yes, he does post pictures with his old lady talking about curiosity killed the cat and it tags spot the ball. I mean, I get it, but I just say at the end of the day, I just say we go fishing and be done with it.
So I think that you're actually on a good path for your take, and then you got a little bumpy. The rod got a little hard, and you got distracted. Where the money is a factor. I've said this before. It's like, do you want to go put yourself and be coach poor? Like, I've kind of brought that up. Like, is Lane worth being coach poor for? He might be. I don't know.
But then at the end of, I mean, and that's going to take away from, and that's like I was talking about, get 2 for 1 or 2 for a little bit less than 1, because then you're saving money that you could go into the portal and get you a little bit more money for the portal. I mean, I understand that at the end of the day, it's Scott Strickland's decision. It's Lane's decision. It's Fisher's. We have nothing that we can do about it. I mean, I get that.
You got to go back and read the comments, Aaron.
I'm not finna look at this shit.
Oh, hey, you don't have to answer. How many ex-wives you got though? If you're not comfortable, it's okay.
Wives or kids?
Ex-wives.
Okay. 1, but I got 5, maybe 6 kids.
Baby mamas?
No.
1 baby mama.
2.
Oh.
Maybe 3.
Okay.
One's always been questionable, but you know how that goes.
I hear you.
I don't, Aaron.
We'll have to talk about that on something else, because if they see my name, they be like, "Oh, we finna hit him child support now." We ain't doing that no more.
Father's Day is always sketchy in my house.
Alimony money's got him bad.
Listen, y'all. I'm finna blow your mind. I ain't paying alimony. Listen, at the end of the day, my mom and them owned the company, so I got checks wrote that was made to look like I didn't make nothing, and we're gonna leave it at that.
Hopefully, the 3-letter agency IRS doesn't listen to the show. Hope not.
Aaron,
hey, this ain't a real name. This ain't a real name.
Okay, well, I appreciate you.
Is this the booster that called in with all the information last time?
You never know.
I think it is.
But at the end of the day, I do know a guy, and I'll leave y'all with this. And this is on a real note, no funny business. I know a guy that works with me that has a lot of ties with the politics in Florida, the Gators. And he knows one of y'all's people that's on the show. He knows their significant other. They talk. And that significant other has relayed the message that it's a good, great 80-90% chance that Lane's coming.
The significant other of someone on my show?
Yes. And it's not too hard to figure it out, man. Come on.
Is Tiffany talking around?
You don't know nothing about Lane Kiffin?
Yeah, I don't know who on my show has a significant
other. They've been on your show a couple times, man.
They've been on my show. I thought you said they were part of it.
Yes. No. Yeah, they're a part of your show. They've been on here a couple times.
Oh, okay.
They're part of the High Top family. But there's
that was okay. They're part of the crew, but they got their own crew.
I think I have an idea who it is, but
yeah, just think about that.
Is the person that was on my show, are they female or male?
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
Okay, yeah. I just asked. When I said it was to you first.
Okay. All right. That's what I thought. All right.
Yeah.
Great call, Aaron.
But that came from that person's significant other. Listen, I ain't trying to say names because I don't want my guy to get no crap where I work either. But that came from that person's significant other, that it was a great, like, it's pretty much locked in.
I got you.
So why you starting out the chat with all this money nonsense and Dan Mullen?
Hey, you got to keep them on the toes sometimes.
Okay, all right. Hey, so were you the one that called in like a few weeks ago with the inside info?
I'm always in here. I ain't called but one time. I usually try to always jump on, but I drive a truck, so it's easy for me to just listen and ride, which I'm going to the death trap right now because I'm almost to Athens, Georgia. and I'm a Gator fan, so this is going to be interesting.
Be safe.
Yeah, keep me in your prayers, man. You don't know what's going to happen.
Well, we will but for other reasons that we
you
talked
two
about
and the
today.
5 or 6 kids, bub.
See you, Aaron.
But I love y'all show, man. Thank y'all.
Appreciate it, man. What a bunch. That was. I mean, I think that's how you knock it out of the park.
Hell of a call-in.
It always the call-in shows. You never know what you're gonna get. You know, you kind of you fly close to the sun. You beam back and forth. Once again, Ole Miss fans they hide in the shadows.
You can always go from Pimp and Patty all the way to Aaron to Muddy Water.
You just never know what you're gonna get. You never know what you're gonna get. And I appreciate every ounce of it. Every ounce of it. I mean, who was it? Jimbo? Jimbo had me in a blender. Jimbo had me in an absolute blender. I wasn't prepared for that this morning. Well, I think that's it. That's a good show, boys and girls. We got Gator basketball tonight. So y'all be good. Be safe. Have some fun. Keep your eyes and ears peeled in case anything breaks. We'll be here. We'll be ready to rock. Look, Aaron, he says, y'all kill him. He needs to go read the comments because they're roasting his ass. Y'all be good. Be safe. Peace and love, baby.
Nope, knows the brew. Hey. Knows the brew. Professor steps in with the foam in the air, got a brew in his hand and a confident flair. Hop so crisp, yeah, they make you care about the science and the bubbles, man, it's rare, so rare. Spinning facts like a DJ on the decks. Flavor profiles coming straight from the text. Sip, analyze what's next. Break it all down with respect, no flex. High Top Sports Beer Review. Hey, pour it up for the crew. Sip it slow, what it do, Professor's got the brew. Hey. High Top Sports Beer Review. Take a taste, break it through. Bittersweet, light, or true.